Hello, my dear Leo. Welcome back to the Lucky Tarot. This is your November 11th to the 20th general love reading. Please remember that general reading is not for everybody, but if you want to request for a private reading, my information is down below. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Before we begin, I want to say thank you guys so much for your subscriptions. For those who have liked and shared the videos, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Today we're going to be using the Crystal Vision deck. Let's see what's going on for you guys for this period of November. Spirit, angels, and universe, give us the messages for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for November 11th to the 20th. Spirit, angels, and universe, love messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the period of November 11th to the 20th. Alright, so the first two cards that came out is the Seven of Wands in the reverse with the Hierophant. You could be dealing with a Taurus, or this person has Taurus in their chart. So we have Four of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, could be an earth sign. Yep, like I mentioned, I highly sense it's an earth that you're dealing with, or it could be an Aries with the Emperor card right there. Overall energy is the Queen of Swords. Let me see here. So, my dear Leo, you are in this phase in your life where you're trying to stand up for yourself. For some of you, I highly sense exhaustion, trying to spark something in your life that's absolutely different from your day-to-day routine. For some of you, I sense you're coming out from boredom. You feel like nothing is changing in your relationships and you badly want to change something. Change is the keyword that I'm getting here from the Spirit with you guys. That is why with change comes letting go of things and relationships. I sense for some of you, you're cutting people out of your life, and it's a period of a lot of restructuring. Be it your partner, your relationship with your partner, or your role within the family. You are failing to be what people expect you to be because, like I mentioned, you want to change something in you. I sense that there's dissatisfaction overall. It's just that you're hurt. You could be hurting people who are expecting things from you, my dear Leo. Or someone is doing this to you. Again, this is a general reading, guys. Could be reversible. Alright? And so, you're trying to defend your stand on something. Your lack of commitment at the moment could be hurting your loved one. But you're finding it difficult to explain that you need this to happen because you're uninspired. You're feeling like things are not changing. And so you're initiating this change in your life. But it's coming out somehow rebellious for those that are around you. Alright? So, there could be two people involved in this reading. There are two queens here. Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. That is definitely not your element. So you could be torn with two people. No wonder the Hierophant is here in the reverse. Leo, you don't want to believe in sticking to one for now. You feel like you've been crushed and burned by people. So you owe it to yourself to try to stand up for what you want, what you've been desiring, okay? And it's like everything has turned upside down. It may have hit you hard during this retrograde. There has been a lot of thinking time that made you come to a decision to outgrow a routine, a day-to-day routine, or could be a relationship that you've gotten so used to. But I see one person is more hurt here than ever. You could be dealing with the Queen of Pentacles, an earth sign, like I mentioned, a Taurus, who's so affected by you. Maybe you're no longer accepting this person's love. You're no longer opening up to this person. You're no longer listening to this person. You're no longer fighting for the relationship. And you're cutting this person out of your life because it's too toxic to handle. Alright? It also comes with sadness that you made this decision. But it's like for now, I see you choosing yourself, Leo. That's the reason why you need to do this. That's the reason why you need to turn the tables to your favor. You feel like you have given so much in relationships that you're sick and tired of it all. I highly sense that's your energy right here. So if you're doing this because you feel like you want something to happen and you're exhausted by this whole traditional marriage relationship that you're here for such a long time and you're not fulfilled, hopefully you can talk it out with this person and explain to this person what's really going on in your life. But if you're blindly making a decision and you find yourself leaving someone behind but still lacking a vision where to go to with the Emperor in the reverse, then you might just be putting on clutter after clutter and you will find yourself overwhelmed. And you're gonna wish that you haven't done this in the first place. You know what I mean? So something really here did shift your mindset. Something in you just snapped. I really feel that, Leo. And maybe for a long time you really suffered in this unhappiness that you wanted a way out. Okay? So let me see here. For some of you, I sense, Leo, that you're trying to find that spark and that passion you used to have. Okay, you feel like you're slowly fading away in life. You're losing your interest. You're losing your hobbies. Things that you identify with yourself because you've been here in this traditional, marriage for far too long, or it could be a relationship. And so you're taking the matters in your own hands to revolt, to rebel. And it's like you got no choice. You know that there are people that might be hurt because of your sudden decisions. But it wasn't really sudden. It's been a long time coming. You just bottled it all up. And now you want to go out, come out of your shell, and make a decision for you. It's like you badly want to do this for yourself. You think that it's time you put yourself first. So no matter how bad this may seem for people around you, to you, you have a clear vision of what you want for yourself as for now. So if you haven't really thought of the consequences of this yet, it may be on your good intentions to know that you're hurting people here. And see, 5 is a rolling number. Change is something that can either be permanent or temporary. So because, Leo, I sense that you're unhappy and you've been bored, you wanted to do something different for now. Making a decision out of temporary conditions may cost you in the long run. If you want an escape out of your current situation, see to it if you're being unfair by cutting people out of your life. You might just regret that altogether. okay? The reason why I'm saying this, we have the Seven of Swords here in the reverse with the Five of Wands. There's been a lot of conflict in your life. People may always be against you. This relationships or partner you have, you might always be fighting with your partner. And it's like you guys are not reaching love, happiness, and fulfillment that you want. Always end up being disappointed. Always end up being hurt. And so nothing is happening. The more you feel like your attraction and passion is fading. And it's important for you to feel passionate because you are indeed Leo. You're a fire sign. It's what you live for. You live for the fire, to jump to one passionate venture into another. So the reason why I'm saying this is because you may just be making a decision because you want to revolt, you want to prove something with your life, and you're not thinking the consequences through. So there might be a time that you might not be aware, you're appearing sneaky. You're trying to be looking out after yourself, but people see you as taking advantage of the situation, running away, hiding, concealing the truth, you know. And it's quite unfair for the other person or other people involved. So be careful if you cut this person or people out of your life and you end up regretting it, because Seven of Swords in the reverse, there's going to be that enlightenment, the aha moment. There's just going to be a light bulb that's going to make you realize, what have you done? Or, oops, this is what I wasn't really expecting this to happen. And you're going to find yourself shifting once again your mindset. Like I said, you're making permanent decisions upon temporary conditions. And that's kind of like a trouble waiting to happen, okay? So before you make this decision that you might, just for some of you, you might regret altogether, what is it that you really want? Do you really want to leave this person behind because you love someone else? That's why you're cutting this person out of your life? Or is it that you just want an escape from this kind of treatment and this routine that you're in? So this is important for you to ask for yourself, Leo, because oftentimes we're so sure about something, but then when things started to shift, you kind of realize you didn't really want to cut or burn bridges with someone. We might just get our emotions confused. We're just all humans anyway, at the end of the day. That's why you need your intuition to guide you. Alright? You need your intuition to guide you in making decisions and cutting people out of your life. But if you're making this decision to stand up for yourself and you're no longer caring whether you're going to hurt this person because you're no longer that happy and you've been suppressed by this relationship, you've been burdened. Alright, for some of you, I sense prolonged pain and hurt from the same person over and over. Then make that decision. It's a healthy decision to cut someone who you know is no longer serving your standards, who you know is toxic for you. And you making this decision, you're going to start sorting your life out. You're definitely going to start restructuring your life, claiming your power back, fixing relationships, especially with yourself. Okay? So again, the overall theme for this reading is all about change. Is it going to be a change for the better or change for the worse? So meditate on that. If you're confused about something, this is the opportunity for you to seek counsel with your intuition. But what I'm seeing here is that if you want to minimize regrets or doubts, be ready to accept what comes with decision. I really sense, Leo, that you've been wanting to do this for a long time now. I don't even see a lot of swords, to be honest, in your reading, except for the Queen of Swords. But this could be someone else that you want to run away with, or you're trying to avoid. You know, I'm not sure who is who in this situation, but you will know that. So there's not a lot of mental processing in this situation. I highly sense that your decision is basically most on your emotions. And you know, emotions are like water. It flows, it changes with the ebb and flow. So let's say now you're unhappy and you decide to leave this person. But when things are smoothed out in your life, you find yourself missing the person all over again. So you created some sort of unfinished business, and that's going to be a start of something karmic. Alright? So this is not for everybody's reading, obviously, but whoever I'm talking to, don't just look into your partner's patterns, but see to it if you're also doing a pattern. Love is all about commitment at the end of the day. Commitment that whether or not your emotions are changing, you still uphold your promise to your partner. And the Hierophant does talk about traditional marriage. So obviously you're trying to revolt about that. Maybe you've been hurt by this person, and so you want to escape the situation altogether by being convinced this is the way to go. So maybe you're basing your decisions because you want to escape how you feel. So there needs to be balance in this decision making, my dear Leo. Use your head as much as your heart, and use the spirit to guide you. If you know that your decision is right, there's no need to rebel, there's no need to explain to people. Your decision is yours to make. Again, the tarot reading is just for enlightenment and guidance. I'm not telling you what to decide on, guys. Don't give your power to any tarot reading or any tarot reader. But with the Four of Cups here in the reverse, followed by the Five of Cups, all changes comes with sadness, right? That's why 5 is a rolling number. We find ourselves constantly moving from one decision or one relationship to another, but that comes with sadness. So if you're ready to face that, and you know you need to stand up for yourself and change something for good, be prepared of the sadness that comes with it. If you are whole with your decision, that you don't want to go back to the person who's done this to you over and over, and it's not just because you're bored or you want to escape how you feel, then go for it by all means. But if you find yourself in a situation where you just simply want to, escape the commitment for a while and fool around and maybe, just to test the water with other people, then there is like a huge message here that says you might regret that altogether. But then again, the lesson is all on doing it. Alright? If you're being called to do that, then be guided by the Spirit. The lesson is there. Whatever you decide and whatever you choose to, there's always a lesson that awaits you. Hierophant does talk about learning, re-educating, lessons being learned. So if this is the way that the universe wants to teach you something, then go for it. With the Emperor card here in the reverse, everything is chaotic as it seems, but there is something underlying that's working here. Alright, structure is going to be done once you sort out your decisions. Everything is on you here, really. It's your decision to make. So make a smart decision for you. Alright? So this is your reading, my dear Leo. I hope you meditate on this. Please like and share this video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.